everybody, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about it. So today we're just, gonna do something similar as last week. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So my producer, my friend, my director has a question for me. I have no idea what it's about. So hello, friend.
Hello. So today's topic that we have chosen is dating. Ooh, let's do this. So fireworks. Okay, so as last video, for your coming out video, you talked a little bit about how you dated men and how you dated women, right? So go ahead and tell us a little bit about that, how that was dating both sexes.
It was. That's what it was. But I will tell you this: either if it was a man or a woman, I never went alone. I always had a friend or a cousin there with me, and it would be little things like, hey, we're gonna go to the movies, we're gonna go up some steps. I'm fixing my shoe, and they'll walk in front of me, and I have my cousin like holding her arm or something like that, and we going up the stairs or something like that. Say we're having dinner. I'll sit kind of across from my cousin or something like that, and I'll give her like the foot, like, oh, what y'all eating? Or, something like that, to where I'm not looking at the menu. No woman, no male. They never knew to a certain time in my life when I actually came out and started letting people know that I was comfortable with that I was dating. So pretty much someone was always with me. I covered it up very, very well.
So, did you ever tell the people you were dating that you were visually impaired? Or, did you not feel comfortable? Did you just want to hide it from people? Or how did you come about that?
Not at all. I didn't tell them. Actually, I remember this one particular time when I was living in Hawthorne with my good friend, Crystal. My friend was over, and it was her girlfriend and then her homegirl at the time. So we were all kicking it, and they didn't know that I was visually impaired. So I was like, I have something to tell you guys, but I'm scared. I don't know how you guys are going to react. So they was like, what's up? And I was like, okay, no, I'm scared. They were like, oh my gosh, Nikki, like, what's up? Oh, I'm scared. So then I was like, I'm visually impaired. They was like, what? And I was like, I'm visually impaired. Like, I was hiding. They was like, really? I was like, wow, we never would have known. It was like, that's crazy, because one of them told me that their sister was visually impaired, that she had to read her mail all the time for her. I was like, really? So it kind of gave me a little relief, and I was like, oh wow, I was scared all this time, and they treated me the same after that. So I think it was definitely all in my head. But when you're a certain age and you really once your family kind of knows and your close-knit friend knows, it's different from other people that you might see here and there knowing. Mm-hmm. Because you don't want them, like, say a friend that you have a friend and they're dating somebody and it's they homeboys or homegirls, but I'm sure they gotta know something, especially when they see this eye going cuckoo another direction,
So did you just not feel comfortable telling the people you went on dates with that you were visually impaired, just because you didn't trust them, or just because you felt like your safety was kind of on the line, or you just didn't feel comfortable?
You know what? At the time, I didn't even think about it like that, but I just felt like they wasn't gonna like me no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was something you kind of hid from people.
So
right now, you have a fiance.
Yes.
Yes, we all know she's the sad one because I'm the main one. I'm the straight love.
Right.
So how did that come about it? Like, how did you tell her?
That was my fiance talking in the background, y'all. But okay, so there's a story. I know I always got a story. So we'll start. I'm not going to put that extra part in there because she's going to kick me if I say that part. But I will say she didn't know. She didn't know at all. And the first time we got together, we was messing around for like 9 months or whatever. And that same particular cousin that lives in Atlanta, so you know who you are, was staying with me or whatever. And so when we all would go to the movies, we'll go get something to eat, she was there. And then so later on in life, we kind of had conversations, and my fiance would be like, man, why is your cousin always with us? And da-da-da-da-da-da. And then eventually I had to tell her. And to be quite honest, and babe, I'm just asking you this, and you could just say yes or no. Do you even remember the moment I told you that I was visually impaired? No, I don't either. I don't actually remember me telling her. I don't remember, y'all. That's crazy. I really don't remember because we've been together 8 years, but before then it was 3 years, and then so y'all do the math. So I really don't remember. But it's I'm sure that it was different for her, because it's not like you go out walking. Let me see. Are you visually impaired? Or you got 20/20? Are you visually impaired? Or you got, you know what I mean? A person doesn't usually do that, but I definitely played it off the first night. Excuse me. Oh, that was so rude. The first 9 months we worked together, I definitely played it off, and it's very different now. You know, she's helped me through a whole bunch. Like I said, from being in LA and now in Vegas, how my eyes are.
So I kind of have a question, not for you, but you can whisper it to me if you want to, fiance.
Babe.
Did you ever kind of have like a suspicion that something might be wrong, or were you just kind of like whatever, like I just kind of like her, it doesn't really matter?
Not really, I wasn't paying attention like that, so.
It was kind of just. No, okay. Just put some.
Okay. So y'all, she said not really, but I feel like she had to wonder why this eye was going cuckoo. Like, come on now, that's the first thing you see when you see me is that eye going cuckoo. I did wear shades, and it's crazy because I remember the first time I met her, one of her really good friends. I was so scared because I didn't want them to look at me like, what the heck? Like, you talking to, and her eyes going cuckoo. You know, like I don't know why I'm doing that, but I was kind of ashamed of that. But now that our relationship has grown and it's been years, oh honey, I'll pull out that cane real quick. Or I remember the first time, y'all, we took Access together on our first date.
But I had to put her on the cane game though.
Yeah, she did. Now
you did what?
Put her on the cane game.
She wanted me to get a cane. Not really that much in LA, but definitely out here.
Oh, okay.
The first time we went on a date, we took Access. And at the time, baby wasn't driving. And of course, I wasn't driving. So I had this service, and legit, we would meet up. And it took us to the movies, and it took us to Chili's, and it was like $2.75. So we thought we was doing some things, and I was so embarrassed the first time Access picked us up in that van with the little thing flap coming out. Beep, beep, beep.
And how like we was riding the bus, and then she told me about that service, door-to-door service, for only what, $250? How much was it?
I think it was $2.75 or something like that.
Yo, that's like VIP. Why are you tripping?
Right. So that was a good thing. She was not embarrassed about Access in LA. So when I say all our dates or going to happy hours, Access was definitely our friend.
So I have a question for you. Did that make you feel more confident in being yourself more and being visually impaired and accepting it even more?
Yes. Because, like I said before, I would try to find something or do something. I'm like, oh my God, I can't see it. Then I was like, envisioning at some point, I'm going to have to tell her. You know what I mean? But it definitely made me feel so much better. And sometimes she'd be like, I remember a conversation like, for real? Nah, you lying. You too good or something like that. Because when people hear the word blind or visually impaired, they just think Stevie Wonder. You know? They think completely blind, not low vision or what you can or can't see, and then they have questions and stuff like that. So it was just like, oh, I told her I ain't gotta fake the funk no more. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to pretend no more. And you know, and that might be something hard. It's like someone that stutters, that tries to cover it by talking slow, or you know, just anything like that. So I'm happy that now we're at a place. Babe, I can't see this, you know, but it's made life much easier, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I randomly ask her, like, have you ever, like, at our early stage, like, have you ever dated somebody that had a disability? It was like, no, or, you know, because like I said, you're not out walking the streets like, that person is, you know what I mean? You just find love within the person. It doesn't matter what their physical or mental disability is. You know, and maybe somebody can't take my disability and she can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everybody's definitely different. And I feel like if you are visually impaired or blind and you're dating, you definitely just want to be careful because, honey, I got stories where everything wasn't good with other people, you know, stealing from you and friends, people, you know, around you like that. So that's a whole nother situation.
So your advice to people who want to date and that are visually impaired, do you think that they should tell them right off the bat that they have a disability, or do you think for their protection they should wait a little bit, or how do you think that should come about?
Well, if you're totally blind, you can't hide it. You know what I mean? So you definitely have to be open. And then if I'm saying something to offend somebody, I apologize, but this is just from my point of view and this is just how I'm thinking. So if I say anything to offend anybody again, I do apologize. If you're visually impaired like myself, I really can't tell you what to do. You have to go off your own gut feeling. You know what I mean? Because there are some evil people out here. But then again, there are some very nice people out here. And I've been around a few people, both very nice and some who was just nasty. You know what I mean? So, look, carry cards. Don't carry too much cash. Know where this cash is. You know, my dad, he folds it a certain type of way. Do things to where you don't have to ask nobody. I remember when I was, just real quick, when I was working at a school and I wanted to order food, I would always have the manager, you know, help me with my card. And then at one point, my fiance was like, babe, just start learning your debit card and everything by heart. Every debit card I have, I know everything by heart. So you don't play with me. I know my blue card. You know what I mean? So just know your stuff, know it in order, and not even who you're dating, your surroundings. Because people say they're your friends all day long and could be doing something evil. You know what I mean? So I can't tell you what to do, but I would definitely just be careful, have your stuff in order.
Alrighty, so this was a pretty short video, but go ahead and do your outro.
Alrighty, please y'all like and subscribe, turn that bell on. Please leave me comments. I'm at 72 subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. There's more videos to come. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If there's something you want me to talk about, please leave a comment below. I really do appreciate you guys. And also for the ones that didn't make it to my event, I super duper appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.